First name. And how old are you, Christina? And what are you offended about?
The
Mm-hmm.
video of the woman that you had talked
Mm-hmm.
to. So after that, I had watched a couple of your other videos. One of them was being fat and alone, and I was offended by that.
Why?
I am a big girl. You want to know, I am 280, dress size is a size 20. And my thing is like, why do you feel like being fat equals alone?
Did you watch the podcast?
Yes, I did.
What did I say?
I remember you saying something about BMI and like the standard of beauty, or not standard of beauty, but um like some women, like most women are like bigger than the average male.
Mm-hmm. What
Something like
else?
that. I don't remember everything, but I was
Well,
like,
but you're offended
yes,
about
I'm
what?
fat. I'm
Yeah,
not afraid to say that.
yeah.
Um,
And are you married?
yes, I am.
Okay, then you shouldn't have a problem. See,
I
see, see. Hold on, listen. I'll let you speak. If you are so self-professed fat and married, by definition, that means you're not alone, correct?
correct.
Then you weren't in the target market for the podcast, right?
I mean, I'm not in the target
You
market
weren't in
for
the
most.
target market for the podcast, right?
Correct, but it's. I
Then
still
no,
think it's
no, no, man, you
offensive.
don't just get to talk over me. That would be just like saying I'm a vegetarian for for spiritual reasons. But you don't go into a steakhouse and say I'm offended that you say you serve meat. You just don't go to the steakhouse. Take why are you if you're married, why are you on a relationship podcast anyway?
I find it entertaining, to be honest.
Right. So I'm gonna ask you a question then.
Hmm.
Then as though you are here, would you suggest most women become almost 300 pounds and try to find a husband?
No.
Oh, why not?
Um, for health reasons, honestly.
Oh, but why not? I know for trying to find a husband.
I mean, unless they find one of those men that likes that, then that's on them.
So that oh, no, no,
But
no. So that do most men like that?
well, most men, I would say no.
Okay, what percentage of men would you say do like that?
10.
10%. So that means 90% of men don't.
True.
So by logic, if 90% of men are cut off from you just because of weight alone, that means you have a large chance of ending up alone.
True.
So you agree with me.
Yes.
So you shouldn't be offended.
I mean,
If you agree with
I
me,
guess
you shouldn't be offended.
I'm offended because I'm a big woman
Why? You chose to be your
and
size.
I did choose. I did
Okay,
choose.
well then congratulations. You chose to be your size. You're married. Why do women like yourself go looking for ways to be offended? Go off and be happy with your win. How about
I
that?
get it, but I'm just like,
But no, you don't. See, I, I no offense, man, but you're married. You should have other things to do other than be offended by a podcast that one is not directed towards you, two that you agree with. This is insane. Thank you. Come again. Yeah, shut you straight up. You can't say nothing because you know you got no right to be over here talking about being offended. She's laughing, y'all. And she laughing. She like, God damn, he got me. That's why I'm over here doing what I do. Have a merry, happy Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, girl. Peace out. Mm. You can't make this shit up. I'm offended. Why? That was funny though. Who's it? Somebody said they got something to add. Charlotte has a question. I'm offended. You don't go on and go make your husband some cheese grits and some steakums or some shit. Starla. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Tacos. I don't know how to speak that shit. How old are you? What you got for me? Is that your picture?
That is my picture.
How recent is that?
Last week?
You married?
No. Here I am.
Uh-oh. She's trying to Starla out here she's throwing Vogue. What's going on? What you got?
I'm gonna turn my video off now.
Go ahead.
So I have a question. So I don't remember when the broadcast or when the video aired, but recently I watched one of those that was talking about ladies, why does height matter so much?
Mm-hmm.
And in that video you said attraction doesn't matter, or physical appearance, or something like that. I don't remember your words verbatim. I don't want to misquote you, but you said it doesn't matter. And so tonight we're talking about
hold on. A man's height doesn't matter?
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, the topic of the video was, ladies, why does a man's height matter so much, or something like that.
Right.
So, and in that video, part of what I heard you say was attraction doesn't really matter.
No, I never say that.
So maybe I took
I'm an image consultant.
So
I would never say
question.
that.
I wanted you to clarify, so I misunderstood. What did you mean then?
Well, I didn't say that. I'm an image consultant. Image matters. Appearance matters. And I can't really speak to what it is you're asking me to say, because you can't tell me the part that you disagree with. But
so
how tall are you?
I'm 5'7".
All right. What's the average height for an American woman?
I don't know. Maybe 5'4", 5'5".
Right. So when you have a woman who's 5'2" wanting a man 6'5",
right. That doesn't make sense. No, I get it. No, I understand what you're saying, but I want to try to tie it into your topic for tonight, which is it really is settling, quote unquote?
Well, is all the stuff that's going on right now better? Is it better than dying alone? Would you rather do something else, or is this good for you? Go ahead.
Well, I guess I wanted to ask about that, because for me, I mean, I feel like I'm a fairly attractive woman. So to me, I have men approaching me all the time that I don't find myself attracted to, but they're good guys. So asking the question of someone like me, is it better to die alone? I have a lot of pride. And so,
well, you know what they say, where do you live? What state?
I'm in Atlanta.
Well, dear, this is the South, and they say pride cometh before the fall.
I know. I knew you were going to say that.
Well, because it's true. Because due respect, man, you may be an attractive 41, but holler at me when you're 65.
I know.
So you may be cool with being. I'm asking a very real question, because I come from a family of beautiful women, and they don't look what they used to.
Yeah.
They don't look what they used to. And do you have any children?
I do.
All right. Well, how many?
A lot.
Damn, you a Brady Bunch up in...
I have 4. 2 of them are grown though.
Okay, well, all right. The whole dying alone typically includes women who don't have children, because in your latter years, who's going to care for you?
No, that's valid. Can I ask a question? Do you find that as women age, and maybe as men age, they become less concerned about how attracted they are physically to someone, and that it becomes more about friendship or something else, something that's more tangible?
Well, there needs to be. It's not as hot and heavy probably when you're younger, but it still has to be there. But here's the thing, ma'am. No man wants to be a man you settle for. And one of the things I really have an issue with, far too many sisters got a lot of ego and pride.
Yeah.
And guess what?
Yeah.
Let me just say that. Let me just give you an example.
I don't want to be a man would choose me. I know you'll agree with this. I don't want to talk over you. I said, I know you'll agree with this, that a man chooses a woman based on what she says about him, right? He's not going to just pick anyone. So I
Man,
feel the same,
hold on.
right?
You didn't answer. You asked me a question. You let me answer.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I didn't hear you.
No, a man chooses a woman based upon cooperation.
Really? I've heard you say that before, but it's not just cooperation though.
I didn't say it was just cooperation, but it's at the top. Look, ma'am, you have 4 children. Okay, were you married to any one of the fathers?
Yeah.
Okay, who was in charge of the relationship?
Oh, in charge.
You were.
I didn't choose well, so
Okay.
I can't really answer that question in a way that's going to make sense.
All right. How many children do you have with them?
4.
Okay.
But I didn't come to my senses until number 4.
So
So,
let's back out of this. So let's make this not you. Okay. If you say you didn't choose well and you didn't come to your senses till number 4, right? That seems like a self awareness and somebody who can kind of understand what the market is.
sure,
But that also seemed to will make you a little bit more humble.
I am. No, I am. I am.
But you still say
But
you have pride and ego.
because Kevin, come on, I'm not just going to pick it, or just because he picks me doesn't mean I want to pick him.
Well, dear, here's what you got. This is you can do what you choose to. Like I said, buy a dog. And here's the thing: do you have sons or daughters?
Both. The daughter's the oldest.
Right. And how old are the sons?
17, 11, 9.
Something 11. So those boys are going to have to come leave their wives and their children to take care of their mama, because mama is prideful. Ma'am, you seem like a nice lady, but all somebody has to do to really change your fortune is if you're involved in a car accident and you're just, come on.
You're right about that.
But,
You're right. You're right.
so, and at 41, man, with 4 kids, I'm like, why are men so, and here's why I'm really curious. For a woman who is an attractive woman, why are men so low value to you?
Um,
Have you ever dated a man worth a damn?
I think well, no, they're good guys. So I'm not saying that they're not good guys,
Have you ever
but
dated a
I
man
just,
worth a damn?
well, yeah. But
But what?
I think I'm just being too picky, and I already know. I don't rake me over the coals.
I'm
I
not
know
going.
I'm not going to be
I'm
too stubborn.
curious is because you come across to me as a woman, especially when I see the lady with the short haircut and everything. I mean, this is an Atlanta thing, and I'm like, all right, that's many women walking around here who you're attractive, but all right, man, but okay, but it's like you didn't pick well with the first with your child's father. And
I guess.
I'm not hearing that that you're not getting chosen by men that you admire.
Um. Well, I guess first on that note, I'm new to Atlanta. I've just been here since July,
Okay, well,
so
regardless, I mean,
really, I've gotten out the few times that I've gotten out since COVID. I haven't had any issues.
but
Um.
my point is, ma'am, you're 41. Have you ever been with a man worth a damn, meaning a man that you admire?
Oh. Yes, but there's always something, Kevin.
Such
He
as,
doesn't communicate, or
what
he's
do you mean
not
doesn't communicate?
emotionally available.
What do you
There's
mean?
something.
Hold on. Was this before kids or after kids?
This is recent. This is my
Okay,
last
let me stop. This is why I said therapy is so necessary. Let me just go ahead and pull it all the way back. Man, at 41, you may have a lot of pride and high self esteem, but I don't think you can walk on water.
No, for sure.
So, oftentimes, women want men to be. Were your mother and father married?
Yes,
Were you raised in the house with your father?
I was.
Were they married? Are they still alive?
Yes, they're not married anymore though.
Okay. So you can choose who you choose, man, but it doesn't really seem to me as though you have really a high estimation of men, period.
Why not? Why do you say that?
Well, I got other calls to get to, but I'm just saying that, look, if there's always something wrong, but my question is, if I asked all the men you've dated who
Okay.
you are, I'm quite sure I would get War and Peace
They
quoted
would
back to me.
say that I'm demanding.
Right. And why? Why are you so demanding?
Why am I so demanding?
Yeah, why are you so why are you so demanding?
I'm just spoiled, that's all. But
No,
but
no,
I'm
no,
very
no, no.
sweet and I take very
No,
good
no,
care of
no.
them.
Let me stop that right there.
I feel like it's
Oh, don't
about
stop. Nope. Nope. Being demanding is not sweet. See,
no,
it's
well, but
let me go ahead. Let
it's
me
not
just say this.
delivered
I mentioned
harshly.
I mentioned the walking on water for a reason. Demanding. See, you're pretty rich. That's the problem. Pretty women tend to, and the sad part is pretty runs out.
But I'm not mean,
I
Kevin.
didn't say you were mean. I said pretty rich. I didn't say pretty bitch.
No,
Pretty
no,
rich.
talking about the demanding piece.
Okay, but ma'am, if you've never really been with a man that you've admired or a guy that's worth a damn, uh, are you with a man that you have to do anything to impress?
No.
There you go. Bingo. Ding, 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 ding. You're up here and the men are down here. And that's what happens tends to be with a lot of women who are pretty rich with a lot of ego. Because with a man that you have to do something or impress, you're gonna have to check that shit and bring something more to the table than just being demanding and spoiled. You have to do something other than just in the bedroom.
No, I don't
I'm just
mind
saying
that.
in
I believe
general.
in
Okay, all right, okay.
okay, all right, all right,
I'm
all
just
right.
saying
In
overall,
general.
man. So
Yeah.
at the end of the day, you don't the men you date. There's something wrong with them or whatever, whatever. Well, but what about the men you don't qualify for?
I can't qualify for those, Kevin, so they're not in the
You
conversation.
can't qualify for them, but see that's the problem. You got a problem with the ones you do qualify for, but why can't you qualify for them? Or is it
I
just
think I agree with you. I think I haven't had anyone say this to me, but I do think that me having even two children, right? Because those are the ones that are here at home with me. I think that they don't like it.
well, that's one thing, but here's the thing:
I mean, they have
a
not
man that
said that.
a man have a man that you don't qualify for, a man that's up here, is going to keep you on your toes. It's going to demand something of you that you probably, if you're spoiled, you're used to having people give to you and not give to others. So if you want to date, I don't want to say you want to date down, you get down.
Mm-mm. No, no, no. I want to date up, and I
Well,
do
but are you
believe in.
qualified to do that though?
Well,
This is why the
the only
therapy.
thing
This
I
is where
think
I
that
gotta
could.
go, man. This is where the therapy
Okay,
comes in
okay.
because at 41, see this is the other side of being pretty rich. If you can attract men from a broad spectrum. Many women can't attract men like you can, but if men that are if upper echelon men aren't choosing you, it's not because you're not attractive and don't see you. There is the question that you need to answer for yourself because the men that you can attract or you are dealing with don't seem to be able to work for you.
Right.
And this is why if you don't address it,
Okay. I hear you.
that's the whole die alone thing. Peace out, mom.
Bye.
See, women, you got to become more curious and more self aware. And in 2021, we're going to be helping you guys become more self aware. Self awareness, empathy, and humility, gratitude, things that are at the core of a feminine woman. Self awareness, humility, empathy, and gratitude. Gratitude, humility, self awareness, empathy at the core of a feminine. So if you don't have these things,
And guys, that brings us to the end of today's video. Thanks for watching. More respect on the Leviton. Kevin Samuels, Godfather. He was great. He was fantastic. I think he kept it all G. Though I think he didn't set this woman straight the way I would have wanted him to set this lady straight. I mean, How are you 41 with 4 kids and still talk of being picky? I mean, this is mind blowing, and it's just the level of arrogance these women have, and the level of disrespect they have towards black men. And this leads to why I always sometimes talk about we are the cause of these things as black men, because there is no way on this planet you will tell me a lady 41 years old with 4 kids talking about pride and being picky and all these things. In the first place, if you were to be what you are thinking of yourself, you would have been picked by now. You would have been owned by someone. You would have been claimed by a man. So if no man is claiming you, then pretty much what you think of yourself is not really real. The arrogance that I talk about is just why you are 41. At age 41, I mean, if you're a lady that is intelligent, reasonable, I think you should be thinking of getting someone that you're just gonna share life with, and not thinking of, I mean, I gotta be picky and select the best high value and all those kind of conversations should be out of the window. Let's keep it all stacked, right? I'm not trying to be an asshole towards this lady, but 41, 4 kids, talking about I'm picky, it's annoying. Let's be honest. And the lady that came in to promote obesity, talking about 10% of men are interested in women that are fat, that's not even accurate. I would not even think that men around 10% will even, I mean, after women that are fat. I don't think there is a single man out there that is interested in a lady that is obese. I mean, I don't see that being real. Men that sometimes say those things, I think I will probably say they're mostly copying. It's just copying. It's not real. I don't think there is a genuine man that is out there that will say, I'm looking for a fat bitch. No. You are not looking for that. Maybe probably that's why you can get in the dating market scene. I mean, we have some that are looking for women that have fat ass, which is fine. I mean, women that got big ass, which is fine. I mean, that is different from being fat. Though most of the times, big ass comes with, the other part of the body, which is being fat, a big stomach, and all these things coming together to make the lady look fat, generally speaking. So someone might argue that when they are looking for a big ass, they don't mostly check whether the person is obese or something. But I don't think genuinely there is a man that is out there that say, I'm looking for a fat lady to be my wife. No. Ain't no man that is running after something like that. But in their house, these things make sense. And even her own argument, she didn't even support her own argument, because you coming in talking about obesity and how you hate him talk about obesity, and he asks you, and you could not even say 90% of men are looking for women that are obese. You have to go down to say 10% of men. So it means this doesn't work for black women. And this is why I always say 9 out of 10 times black women are always against each other indirectly. They don't know they are against each other in disguise without knowing, because when you know these statistics in your own head, you said 10% of men are interested in women that are obese. So why are you advocating for women to be fat? Or if someone is talking about obesity so that the level of obesity will go down, and you are against it, so it means you are against women getting raw information and getting the result that they're looking for. So you are against women. If you're a lady that is like that, you are a lady that is against women. That's what I'll say. Guys, that brings us to the end of today's video. Thanks for watching. More respect on the legend, Kevin Samuels, the Godfather. He was so great. So stay tuned, stay focused. Like the video and share. Subscribe to the channel. Until we meet in the next one. I'm out. Peace.